Well, hello Aquarians. Hey guys, welcome to 2017. Welcome to your very first reading with me using the Morgan Greer deck. 4 cards, one for each week, and an overall energetic card with a higher vibrational one at the end of the reading. Guys, Happy New Year. And for those of you listening in December, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. 2017 is a year 1, which is a good year for setting intentions for the next 9 years, which is why I made the video I did about setting your intentions. It's quite important as we move into these year 1 vibrational years. So you can spend a lot of time, connecting with yourself, your soul, your higher being, and asking what direction you should be heading in and what you should be focusing on. There is never a better time than at the beginning of a year 1. So it is also the Chinese year of the rooster. So for all you roosters out there, happy rooster year. Roosters are quite cocky and quite stroppy. They can be noisy when they want to, so it can be a year where people want to get things done. They're observant, hardworking and resourceful, courageous and talented. So let's get into your reading, guys. King of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles. Looks like you are starting the year with money on your mind. And the 2 of Swords. Okay, so you've got a whole lot of yellow energy just zooming in through there. Kind of yellow and orangey energy. This suits really, really well. And as well, there's a nice orange energetic stone there. We have 1 sword down the bottom, which is your typical air sign energy, such as yourselves, and 1 wand in the middle. So money has to be on your mind. So for a lot of people, of course, money falls into the category of career. Not everyone's working. So in prospects of money around career, some of you are potentially looking for new avenues of career, or looking for improvement within the field you work in, so hoping for something like a promotion within a company, or an acknowledgement or accreditation. For those of you who aren't yet in the work field or workforce, this could be about learning or gaining accreditation, like degrees, that will take you into your working career. And for those beyond career time, as in retirement or heading towards that, you may be thinking about how to put your funds best invested. But whatever way, I think you start the year with some sort of idea about money for 2017. You've got it on the mind. Let's start off with that very first card, the King of Pentacles. He's a nice guy to have around. He's an earth sign energy, and he can be quite entrepreneurial and business related. You might spend some time with him at the beginning of the year. It might even be on a social event, or you might meet with him socially, and he could be able to either project some sort of ideas your way about finances, or potential jobs, or ways to deal with your investments. He might be your bank manager, or a lawyer, or an accountant, someone like that. He could just be an earth sign person in your life, such as a relative or a friend or a partner, that may be requiring some input or energy. Oftentimes too, when he turns up, there is this indication or potentiality of new offerings of money coming. Now, this doesn't have to mean you're all going to win $16 million in lotto, but someone might. But what it could mean is you might be offered a pay rise, or you might be offered more opportunity to have an increase in income. You might suddenly be given a share split if you invest in shares, or your property might be worth more money, or you might be offered the chance to earn more income. So something along those lines. We come to the second one and we see the 7 of Wands there. Now this is a good card. It's the creative surge in you. So you might be thinking about money, but you need that creativity behind you to connect with ideas, pulling ideas in from the ethers. And when you do that, that's when you can connect the dots, bring them in from the mental, the mindset, which is what Aquarians are known for, and bring them down to the physical plane here on earth, which is what our pentacles are, join them together and create fire. That's what the wands are. So you'll be able to utilize all perspectives, your mind, your thoughts, the creativity, and grounding them on earth to make these ideas come to the surface. It often says there's the feeling as if you've been having something on your mind, or you've been trying to get it up and running for some time. There may have been blocks, or you may have been put off, or there have also been other people potentially wanting to create energy around either your idea or around something that you're involved in. They're saying don't give up. This is not a time to let it go. Keep going with your ideas that you were on. They're worthy, and there's some good thought paradigms in there. So if you had started some sort of venture or progress or business, keep going. That's the message that comes in. You can see the reading for yourself. It clearly involves the prospect of prosperity coming, and in the financial realm, that's for sure. So if we go to this one here in the third week, which is number 3, that's quite nice, synchronicity, and also the fourth card in the fourth week, which is number 4. The 3 of Pentacles is about often 3 people. It can be 3 people aligned in a career project, or at work colleagues, or a boss and employees, that type of thing. Usually it signifies that you are being acknowledged for something positive that you have done, or an input or an idea. Someone might uplift your idea, and it might have a good practical ability to utilize it in the work arena, or it might be your own idea about how to invest your finances. That sounds as though it's all positive and a way to move forward for you. It's a good card to have. It's positive energy in so many ways. It's not just about money, it's about the fact that you are being rewarded for your diligent efforts. The fourth card here got those coins all stacked up again all around you. So money could be coming, unexpected money. Sometimes this is through ways of a will, that someone who may have passed over might have left you something. So you might be the benefactor of receiving some sort of extra funds or unexpected funds. Sometimes it's just a gift given to you, and often, since we're talking about the very beginning of the year here, and we're talking around Christmas time as well, you might be gifted some money from someone, which would be very pleasant as well. But money seems to be just nicely in the grasp of your hand, or within your mind's eye at the beginning of the year. And I think if you key into that energy and you take that forward with you, it's a great way for you guys to start the year. We all need money on this physical plane. You know, as much as people can say we're here about love and light and we're spiritual beings, of course we are, but we're actually here residing on earth to live a life, and to be able to do that with any degree of ease and satisfaction. We do have to have money in this world, and the freedom of having money actually enables us to pursue the other things that we love with a deep passion so much more. You know, to become philanthropic and be able to give back would be the most amazing thing to do, and that's what you can do when you have money. So certainly for any people who have a negative feeling around money, or say, oh, you don't need it, or it's not important, actually you can change your perspective around that and say, sure, I welcome money into my life because I know what I want to use it for, and it's for giving, or for being positive back to earth, or other people in my relationships, or my family, or society. So yeah, there's no fear around money, and there's no need not to have it. It's there for in this earth realm, it is there for the taking. Your overall energy card, as you can see, it's a completely different colour. You've got all these wonderful orange, yellows and oranges. And just talking about that for a minute, yellow is the solar plexus chakra, which is right through here, the very middle of the body. And when you strengthen that, it gives you not only physical power and strength, but it's your gut instinct that you are strengthening. It's so important to have a really well-flowing solar plexus chakra. So wearing yellows, eating yellow foods, listening to yellow meditations, the solar plexus meditations, they are all powerful ways of strengthening that part of your body, which gives you an innate physical strength and emotional strength as well. But coming back down to this card, we see her there with the Two of Swords with a blindfold on, an elliptical moon in the background. So something about the moon for you guys might be relevant, especially at the beginning of the year, either the new moon in January or the full moon. The Two of Swords often talks about unsure of which direction to go. And I see it quite poignantly sitting directly under these two cards with one sword that way and one this way. So it does give me the feeling that some of you are thinking about your career and wondering which way to go, or you are asking perhaps for more creative inspiration or ideas around it. So again, if you connect with your gut, you will start to pull on and harness these thoughts from the ethers way all the way up here, all the way down here. Once you do that, you can then make this decision through here as well. And it might be about, do I stay at this job and take this promotion, or do I start my own business, or do I invest or sell my home and move somewhere else? There's all these questions that keep rushing into my mind as I'm saying the reading. Obviously these readings are very generic, if you like. They're just for everyone, so they're not specific, but usually you'll get some people who come back and say, wow, that's like you were reading it to me. And oftentimes when I get such really thrusted messages, they are directed at someone. I don't know who it is, but some of you out there will just really connect with what I'm saying. So this card tells us you've got a choice to make. Some of you have this choice to make, you're unsure of it. Feel your gut connection to help know which is the right one. Oftentimes if you have a choice to make in life and you're not sure, you go straight back to your gut instinct and see which one feels better or more logical or the right one. And that's the better option to make. You need to, yes, use your mind and your gut with the decisions you're making. You also need to bring in your creativity, and you need to perhaps as well listen to a couple of other people, and they will also give you some insight into what might be the best way forward. But guys, I think it's a really good reading. I think you have lots of opportunity, and you have some things to contemplate and think about that take you forward, most likely with progression in the financial sector in particular. Let us put these ones away and see what your final card for the reading is. For you guys, I'm going to do a chakra card, and since you're basically in February, I know some of you are in January as well, but I will pick the second card down. Honesty. And there's the blue again, and there's about the speaking. So truth, transparency, sincerity and communication is the call for you guys to think about for the month as well. So let me just get the book and read a little bit to you about that. That card number is 31, which is number 4, which comes to you from the throat chakra. Okay, with eyes searching outside of herself for an answer, a young woman comes to realize that in truth she is already holding the key to her freedom in this moment. By claiming the courage to genuinely express what's in her heart, she opens an inner doorway to illuminate her entire experience. Complications unravel, confusion dissolves, and the path forward is open and clear. And I mean, that is so poignant for that last card that was here, which is so similar. They both look so alike. They're wrapped in the blue. There are girls with dark hair. They're looking or trying to see, one with a blindfold and one looking up and out. So there's a lot of synchronicity in those two cards for you to ponder upon. Here's the message of the card. This card is all about truth. To live honestly and truthfully, being honest in your words and actions. While sometimes honesty seems like a difficult path to walk, in the end it is the only way that truly fulfills and sustains us. When you can speak your truth without attachment to how others respond, then you are truly free to be yourself. When we gossip about others or speak dishonestly in any way, there is a part of us that knows it. If we go along with something that isn't aligned with who we really are, we feel it deep inside. By acting outside of our integrity, we betray a part of ourselves, and in doing so, we move away from our soul's path. This card is a call to new levels of honesty and transparency. It is time to honour your values and beliefs and to live in alignment with these. If there are things that need to be said, now may be the time to speak up. If you are living in ways that are not aligned with who you came here to be, now is the time to be honest with yourself. If you feel blocked or stuck in your relationships because of hidden truths or unshared feelings, take this opportunity to come clean. Talk about it or write about it. Find ways to honestly express yourself. Your world will be transformed. Honesty puts you on the path to fulfilling your life's purpose and lights up your steps along the way. The more you live in alignment with your truth, the more clearly the universe can move and work through you. The truth will set you free. So, powerful way to end your very first reading for the year, Aquarians. And of all things, I think Aquarians stand for truth. You know, that's what you guys are. It's the beginning of a new 9-year cycle, so stand up and be the you that you want to be and that who you are. Thank you for listening, everyone. Thank you for subbing and liking. That's important to help grow the channel as well. I wish you all the very best for a wonderful January and a fabulous Christmas if you are listening in December. Take care, everyone. Much love. Namaste.